I
So
look
let
at
me
it
ask.
like this, because if he decides to do this, I applaud him for betting on himself. That takes a lot of courage, but you have to be ready if it doesn't work out to maybe go to some little college and maybe be a head coach at some little lower than low college or something. And because I just don't think it'll be the same if you go to Washington and really look bad.
Like I say, it's crazy for him to do it. But if I had to just say, just try to figure out what his mindset is, not my opinion, I think it's kind of like, let me prove I can win without Belichick, quote unquote.
Yeah, I think. I mean, it would have been better for him if he was going back to college and say, "Hey, I'm going to coach a college team and be the head coach." I would feel much better about that than a lateral move. I really would, but I don't know if dude's serious or not. Maybe he's just trying to get a
So,
pay raise out the Chiefs or something. But
so let me ask you a question. If he's not calling plays, what is he actually doing?
I mean, as a coordinator, as far as I know, you just getting the guys, organized for practice. Maybe you putting a playbook together for the upcoming week or something of that nature. I really don't know what coordinators do these days because some coaches are so involved. So I really don't know what his job is. But like you said, if you're not calling the plays, I mean, I don't know, and I don't know if he got to Washington if he would be calling. Well, if Ron Rivera, he's going to be calling the plays. If he, because Ron Rivera is not going to call the plays on offense, so he would call the plays if he's in Washington.
Yeah, but I think he on his way out anyway, man. I don't think he's liked that much. I don't really think
And that's what I've heard too.
Mahomes care for him too much.
Hmm.
Some of his previous
Players,
players, I don't think they really care for him too much. So I think it's one of them things like, hey, the ship's coming down on me, and I know I ain't got much longer, and I think it might be that.
yeah. I just think he should have
And
gone the college route as a head coach and
Uh,
not made a
Well,
lateral
I
move.
mean, if he can handle the financial dip for a year or two, shit, Holly Rock, man, jump on that XFL and see what you can do.
the thing about it is a lot of people don't realize you got to get along with people too. You can't just do your job because
Yeah,
you
they
Oh
won't play
yeah,
for
irritating
you. They
oh,
don't
outside
like
the
you. They
stuff
won't
on the
play for
field.
you.
oh
And
yeah.
and, and, and and the thing is I just think it's a lot to do about nothing. Every year you come up and then people go, oh, he didn't get a job, he didn't get a job. Well, this guy making millions of dollars and he winning Super Bowls. What more do you want? You want to go be a head coach somewhere so you can flop out and then want to come back and get back on the Eddie Reed staff? No, I don't think so. Sit your ass down somewhere, man.
I agree with everybody else. I think Eric should just stay put, but I think he probably know that. Especially after getting his second Lombardi. I mean, if the team ain't feeling him and you really ain't doing nothing anyway, it's like you expendable, Jack. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, I think
So
it's
I don't know.
it's
In a
coming to
way,
a close.
like I said, I don't agree with it, but in a way, if I kind of hope he gets it, just so we can see what happens and go from there. So Eminem, another Philadelphia offensive coordinator, is hired as a head coach to the Colts. They tried it with Frank Wright, and now they're trying it with this guy Shane Steichen or
Steichen, yeah,
yeah, something like that.
yeah. I used to call him Stitching, but I think it's pronounced Steichen.
And how do you all, just in general and real quick, just how do you all feel about this move? I mean, I don't have any confidence in it, but I mean, how do you all feel about this move? Not saying he's
I don't
bad,
either.
but I just don't have any confidence.
I don't
I,
have any
I, I,
confidence in it.
I don't have any confidence in it. And then if I was on the Colts, what are you gonna see in him? I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know. I mean, he's decent, but it's like shit. I mean, he basically did what anybody else would do and just let the offense play to his strength. At least he should have did the whole game. But I'm just like, but I don't know what the coach think he's bringing that's supposed to be so different as for how they gonna benefit. But hey, I wish him the best. But I mean, but it's just like our whole team gonna look different except for Sirianni.
So How long has he been the coordinator at the Eagles?
2 seasons, I think, maybe one.
Okay, so he's responsible for building Jalen Hurts. Then, if he's the offensive coordinator.
He didn't. He's no different than what we just said about Mahomes to Andy Reid. Sirianni is doing most of the offense, so that's why we got Sirianni from the coast. You know,
Yeah, this guy's
so it's like
he's been an OC for 2 years.
yeah. So it's like they got rid of Frank Wright. You know, that's why Sirianni went and jumped on the bench at the end of the game after we won, because he was upset about them getting rid of Frank Wright. And I'm sitting up here like, you know, that's the same style of coaching. So it's just like, okay.
Well, they knew they shouldn't have got rid of Frank, right? It's just the fact that they losing and they had to do something. And, you know, Irsay ain't the most stable guy making decisions.
At all.
So that's so they had to do something. They regretted that move. They know.
I don't understand.
How you going to put Jeff Saturday in and take Frank Wright out? Come on, man.
And again, it could work. The guy may be a good coach, but if I'm a fan and I'm a player, I'm like, man, what are we doing? And then if I'm on the coach staff, man, just get me out of here.
But that's the angle. But that's
guys anyway. But
exactly. But that's the angle I'm saying. Like, if you're part of the Colts, like what they think about it, it's just like, man, that's a hard sell for the locker room. You know, it's just like.
I disagree, because if you made a mistake as the owner, or you made a knee-jerk reaction, and you know you shouldn't have done that, you can't turn around and fire a guy and then hire him right back after you had an interim coach there. So what do? You say, hey,
no, I'm talking about. We talking about someone that's already on staff, not Frank Wright, just someone who's been there a while. Like maybe, you know, if Reggie Wayne is on staff or some of them guys. I mean, it's almost like they're an afterthought. They are able to remain on staff, but they're not getting opportunities.
Yeah, and trust me, I guarantee you that, you know, it probably won't go public, but I guarantee you that already that everybody's not going to be 100% on board with it.
But see, they tried that with Jeff Saturday. Now you can bring in Reggie Wayne or whatever because he's on the staff, but does he really know what he's doing as a head coach? I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I haven't seen nothing to show me that he does. Just like Jeff Saturday. I didn't believe he can coach. He didn't believe he can coach. But he said, well, he called on me and, you know, and we buddies and everything else, and I do it. At least he was honest. But these guys walking around saying, well, he deserved an opportunity. Okay, when you get that opportunity, okay, you're supposed to take off. If you don't take off, you can't blame it on everything else.
I don't know. I'm like Eminem said, I look at this like the enemy. I mean, this guy's Steichen or whatever, he's not calling the plays. What is he doing as a coordinator that makes him so much better than everybody else?
That's Sirianni's offense all day.
He wasn't calling most of the plays. Y'all didn't say he wasn't calling plays.
No, Sirianni calls all the plays.
Y'all don't believe he calls no plays.
Oh, that's letter of the law. I'm saying, what's the difference between what you broke down about Airbnb and Andy Reid, and what's the difference between Sirianni and Stitcher? It's the same thing.
Roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. Roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.